Headed to Taris, my lord? Let me clear a shuttle for you. And please, forgive the delay. The planet hasn't seen this much action since Darth Malik occupied it centuries ago. Now that the Republic's rebuilding their shattered cities, the Dark Council is determined to destroy the planet once and for all.
Do we have the Republic on the defensive yet?
I haven't seen the latest reports myself, I'm afraid. If you're ready to head to Taris, your shuttle's cleared for launch.
I'm all set.
I'll tell Imperial Command you're en route. Speak with Captain Hellid if you wish to join the fight.
Take a look at this, my lord. Those rat ghouls have been busy. This is the 9th corpse I've found today. Another one of ours, though you could hardly tell by looking. Rat ghouls are notoriously messy eaters. Ah, but where are my own manners? I'm Ethan Vock. I researched the rat ghouls' hunting patterns and social behaviors.
I didn't think rat ghoul attacks were that uncommon.
They've always picked off the occasional grunt, true, but this is different. This mess is the work of a mutant strain of rat ghouls I've been studying. I've dubbed them berserker rat ghouls for obvious reasons. They've been on the rampage for days now, even destroyed my camp. I only escaped because they were too busy disemboweling my guards to give chase.
Why were you interested in these rat ghouls?
They've developed an immunity to the local toxins. Also, their mutations have made them even more savage than their brethren. These berserkers are unfathomably aggressive. They'll attack Imperial convoys, tear entire squads to pieces, or worse, infect them. Each massacre heightens their bloodlust and swells their numbers. We need to exterminate them before they're too many to contain. Our troops lack the nerve to fight the rat ghouls. One severed head and they all panic. This requires a powerful Sith, like you, my lord.
These berserkers will get a lesson in violence and mayhem.
Excellent. Their lair isn't far. Head down there and kill the lot of them. If it's no trouble, I'd also like to observe your tactics against the rat ghouls. This monitoring device will analyze your fights. Kill enough, and that data could teach our troops how to effectively counter the beasts. It appears the rat ghoul onslaught has finally been suppressed. Imperial operations are already reclaiming lost territory. And I see you collected the data I requested. Splendid. I only hope our troops can learn to fight the rat ghouls as effectively as you.
I'm pleased to have served.
A pity the berserkers didn't direct their animosity towards the Republic instead. Their mindless savagery, properly guided, could have proven useful. Perhaps now I can continue my studies in peace. Of course, I'll need to find new subjects.
Avadachuba koji duante ni tota. Ninga ke trip ni moni. Tanuv alelu nan kwe tuta.
I'm here to kill you.
Saya tupi nu avatikuna. Chido nikti toki.
Why don't you start from the beginning?
Morshani no solo. Eda iki tutuku lo jarat roda mana. Staluka ubaziki danti ruba jaktanichi.
The power reactor will self-destruct in 5 minutes.
Obtenguam pala hagwakilia jekoska pagotapalko.
I agree to your terms.
Giles kachanaga wanichika kospa ini kokate. Jiholokto chobot I kafsto andale.
The power reactor will self-destruct in 4.5 minutes.
Nibunawa tuipi de pokra wanawanga.
Get out of my sight before I kill you.
Malorda chuta.
Vault code sequence armor.
The reactor core will self-destruct in 60 seconds.
Vault code sequence initiated.
Sure hope that imposter was right, and that thing takes less than a minute.
I'll hunt him down if this goes badly.
Yeah, Sure, once we survive a reactor core implosion.
The reactor core will self-destruct in 45 seconds.
Men, the enemy is accessing the Fallout Vault. Defeat the Sith and we can weather the explosion inside the vault.
Oh, perfect. Now we've got company. One disaster averted. Now where are we on that sequencer?
The reactor core will self-destruct in 10 seconds.
If there's something you want to say before the end, now's the time.
I just wish we'd had more time to be together.
Vault code sequence complete.
The reactor core will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Vault lock disarming. Vault door airlock releasing.
3,
Vault open.
Hurry inside.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Juta, kasayali koirado kanti kong. Tutti pona manchi kabok nun ni slemo. Kaptulia dapota 21 kislimo payug tachanga.
You must be a joy to work for.
Piska ku, paliya pitiye, potenya go. Ni ompi but malia pedwana niop ni bobo chek chupa goma. Chiliska chanaga ima che, choran chike. Ukle ugo chesko pakurta, kliska taka ya oska.
I'm not interested in your project, General. Just you and the other members of the War Trust.
Wajineko, higa danoila, oka kiza spida per popa. Kaptulia dapota 21 kislimo payug tachanga. Chiliska chanaga ima che, choran chike.
I'm taking you into custody, General. Moff Hurden, come in. I have a prisoner. Send men to this location to pick up General Minst.
Ah, yes, immediately, my lord. What do you want me to do with him?
Get your best man to try to pry Generals Durant and Ferrer's location from him.
Yes, of course. It will be done. Pierce here. Track General Durant's battalion. Led my Black Op troopers on a recon run. Found Durant's hideout. He's got a full battalion guarding the compound. They're establishing a perimeter of electronic defenses around the General.
Do something about it.
Wish we could. My Black Ops troopers and I were able to slip past the perimeter before they got the systems online. But we were spotted. We're taking fire. Outnumbered. Should be able to hold them off long enough for you to break through, but that's it.
Sit still. This won't take long.
Well, we're not going anywhere. Knock out those defense systems. We'll hold the position for you. Or worst case, our bodies will slow down their charge. Proud to have served, my lord. Peace out.
Please, General, just let me do my job. I'll get my team and we'll secure that site.
Your job? You're a scout, Jennings. Had you done your job, we would have known about that enclave before the Jedi overran it. As much as I enjoy a good suicide mission, why don't we leave the rough stuff to a Sith?
Isn't the whole point of a soldier to take care of the rough stuff?
This situation requires fighters, not fodder.
Our scouts spotted a group of Jedi Knights excavating the ruins of their old enclave. Given their numbers, we think they're after something big.
Those ruins hold bygone artifacts, ancient texts, holocrons, planetary records. The very things we don't want the Jedi to find. Lord Gravis's orders are clear. Kill the Jedi and recover their findings. Easier said than done.
What can you tell me about the Jedi Enclave?
It's old. That much we do know. Given the correlation between old and important, I imagine this is quite the find for the Republic. Unfortunately, my troops are busy fighting the Cathar. I scarcely have an angry thought to spare for the Jedi, let alone a battalion. The artifacts buried in those ruins could revitalize the Jedi's presence on Taris, or embolden them to build a new enclave. I need you to sack that enclave. I know Lord Gravis would be pleased to hear of your cooperation.
Earning a Sith Lord's esteem has its perks. I'll do it.
Excellent. I'm in your debt.
Expect a tough fight. These Jedi are soldiers as much as researchers. They're brilliant, well-trained, and they'll protect those ruins to their dying breath.
Just kill the lot of them and recover their findings. Lord Gravis doesn't want a single Jedi to survive.
Pierce here. They flushed us out. We're on the move. Lost a third of my men, but we're hitting them 10 to 1. Still too many. I'll try to rally the men, hold the enemy off as long as I can. Pierce out. My lord, the enemy is regrouping. I'm down to 3 men against about 300. Hope we could take out a whole battalion, but it looks like we'll come up short.
When you see him, tell Durant.
My lord, I spent all my ammunition and I'm down to my last medpack. But Durant's battalion is down. So is the rest of my unit. Never seen men stare death in the face and fight more bravely.
You did well. Will you survive?
Lost a lot of blood, but I'll try to get back to base and patched up. General Durant and his guards have retreated inside the compound. Proud I ushered you to the doorstep.
General Durant, I've come for you.
I'm not hiding anymore, Sith. We delayed you long enough to achieve success. We've stabilized the Seantide cells. Now, the Republic has a new power source that gives us the advantage in this war.
Tell me about these Seantide cells.
Imagine a common blaster rifle with the power of a turbo laser battery. Upon returning to Taris after the Empire bombarded it, we discovered that all the flash-fire deaths created a strange residue. Once radiated and solidified, it turned into a highly volatile but powerful energy source. Trouble was, we couldn't stabilize it. Until now.
Sounds like a lot of trouble.
We have risked much and lost much. This blaster is the prototype, powered by the smallest Seantide battery. You're about to see just how lethal it is. Everyone, attack. You will not defeat General Ferrer.
I would have spared you.
Life in chains is no life for the Republic.
I'm in a medevac transport. Arriving back at base. Needed to tap you. Darth Barris has made contact. I updated him. I have him and Moff Herden on Hollow for you.
Patch them through immediately.
Will do.
Apprentice, your progress has been conveyed to me, and I've been briefed on the search for General Ferrer. Moff Herden informs me that Ferrer has relocated all of the Republic's forces on Taris to protect his command center at the Republic stronghold.
We have his attention, and he's worried.
A frightened enemy can be the most dangerous. This assault will take all our firepower. I've summoned your crew to the base. They will all be utilized. And I've informed Moff Herden that you are commandeering the entirety of his forces.
Yes, right. They are yours to command, my lord.
I have longed to lead an army.
You will now sink your teeth into full-scale war. Rendezvous with Herden, Pierce, and your crew at the Imperial base. There is much planning to do. Be swift.
The Jedi are close. They hide in the shadows. Can't you feel their foul presence, like bile choking your throat?
Their weakness disgusts me. If they had any strength, they'd face us.
Despite their frailty, they have proven poisonous. The Jedi lurk in the wilds, helping the scavengers rebuild and training the fools to resist us. Their volunteer militia has already spilled Imperial blood. They and their masters must learn a lesson. Ignite your lightsaber. Unleash the dark side on the scavenger soldiers, and the Jedi will seek you out. Then, destroy them.
There won't be a heart left beating.
Good. You understand what it takes. So few do. Serenade the Jedi with the screams of the innocent. When they emerge from hiding, leave no survivors.
My lord, please excuse the mess. I don't get many visitors in the lab. Still, I'm glad you stopped by. The Republic's efforts to clean and recolonize Taris are accelerating, but I found a way to stop them. I just need someone to release the dangerous toxins inside a crumbling mephitic ruin.
Your accent. You don't sound Imperial.
The Empire welcomed me when the Republic accused me of war crimes. But my past isn't important. Taris's past is. Before the Empire bombarded Taris, the Chemworks was a prosperous factory full of deadly chemicals. Those chemicals are still there. The Republic burned off most of the pollutants, but they missed the barrels of 357 trichloroheptane, a beautifully lethal poison.
I'm not familiar with that particular chemical.
Trichloroheptane. Among other things, it's a virulent poison that forms an acidic mist when exposed to air. It would quickly contaminate the entire area. Unfortunately, the Republic knows the Chemworks is central to Taris's reclamation. They stationed a squad of commandos there. If you can force your way in and break open the chemical containers, the resulting corrosive fog will poison the soil for a century.
The Republic has none who can oppose me.
If you succeed, you'll cripple the Republic's cleanup efforts. I wish you luck. The ruins of the Chemworks are located near the Republic's outposts. Move quickly. If the Republic figures out what chemicals we're looking for, they'll destroy them first.
Hold on a moment. Scanning signals. Wait for it. There. Agent Braceau at your service, my lord. I'm pleased to report that the Republic once again failed to evade my surveillance. I shattered their communication defenses and discovered their latest secret. Apparently, the Republic's converted an old estate into an armor depot.
You think there's more to it than this?
If the Republic wanted to trick us, they wouldn't have encrypted their intel so securely. Per Directive 6291, Republic structures aiding Taris's restoration are subject to destruction. I initiated an airstrike, but the Republic's disrupting my equipment. We have only one alternative. Someone must infiltrate the Republic base, disable their signal jammers, and then manually call in the airstrike.
It'll be done before you know it.
Brilliant. I'd hate to see such fantastic intel go to waste. Knock out the Republic's jammers, then use this laser designator from high ground. The Imperial fleet will take care of the rest.
I can't brief Lord Grievous now. I need time. Delay him.
My lord, how? He won't be pleased.
Use that undersized brain of yours to think of something, or I'll have it out of its little shell. Dismissed. My apologies. Such esteemed company is a welcome change from the fools I deal with, and timely if you would help me with my problem.
Only the weak tolerate fools. Tell me your problem, and I will consider it.
We've learned the Republic has secured sections of the lower city hydro plant to serve their power needs. Lord Gravis ordered me to destroy their generators, but the squad I sent went missing before they even reached the objective. Useless. Meanwhile, the Republic reinforced its position. My men are simply outmatched.
I can't imagine Lord Gravis will let such failure pass unanswered.
True enough. Another failure and he will revoke my command. Fortunately, you and I have converging interests. Lord Gravis believes cutting off the Republic's power will cripple their operations enough to shift the balance of power on the planet. With your strength, you could disable those generators and strike a decisive blow against the enemy, and I would keep my lord happy. Agreed?
Saving you from your master's wrath will put you in my debt.
Very well. Go to the hydro plant. Find the functional generators and rig them to overload. I will, as you say, be in your debt. And one final request about the squad that went missing today. If you find any evidence explaining their disappearance, I would be pleased to see it.
I am here. Let the war begin.
Yes, time is of the essence. Lieutenant Pierce, Captain Quinn, bring my apprentice up to speed on our enemy's activity.
Yes, my lord. It's a fairly complex situation.
General Ferrer, the War Trust's most senior member, is garrisoned in a fortified wing of the Republic's main base. He's got a huge army protecting him. More reinforcements on the way. We're outnumbered 8-1.
My lord, the lieutenant's statistics are inexact, but the general thrust is sound. The numbers favor Ferrer, but there are ways around that.
Stick close to the captain, Lieutenant. You might learn a thing or two.
Noted.
Now, to maximize our chances, we must coordinate 3 simultaneous strikes. One will destroy the base's power station. Another will sabotage its spaceport force field to thwart any reinforcements, and the last will force the conscripted regiments of Ferrer's army to flee.
What do these strikes entail?
The details will be forthcoming, apprentice, but I do not need to hear them. Quinn will coordinate from the base, and you will lead the frontline offensive. Beyond that, decide how to assign your men. Goodbye.
I'm the best choice for frontline work. You need a soldier.
I disagree. If the frontal assault isn't handled correctly, your route into the command center will be clogged with run-over battlefield soldiers. In my opinion, Jaesa should join you. She can use her power to see into the hearts of the enemy and identify the insecure ranks.
I want Jaesa's insights on the battlefield.
Very good, my lord. That leaves Pierce and Vette to handle the power station demolition and the spaceport sabotage. If the traps and mines that protect the power station aren't circumvented in time, you'll be under constant turret fire inside the Republic base.
Pierce, since I denied you your preference, choose which of these assaults you want.
I know how the Republic systems work. I can sabotage their spaceport.
And I can dismantle the traps and mines at the power station with my eyes closed. But, I'll keep one open anyway.
Unless Pierce locks the spaceport force field, Ferrer's reinforcements will arrive in time to fight you inside the base.
Won't be an issue.
Assaults have been assigned, my lord. Once you've cleared the way on the front, invade General Ferrer's command center at will.
Let's get this war started. My lord, any final words for the troops?
Today, we fight as one. I believe in every one of you. Join me in victory.
If that doesn't inspire, nothing will.
Good luck, my lord. I'll be coordinating the attacks via Hollow.
Don't worry, Captain. The real soldiers have got this one.
My lord, I have updates from the other fronts. I'm pleased to report that the Republic power station has been destroyed. Vette went through their traps like they were infant toys. From her report, I doubt anyone else could have achieved it. You were right in assigning her to strike the power station.
I will reward her for a job well done.
When she puts her mind to it, she can be a very valuable asset. With the base security systems down, you'll endure no automatic turret fire on our way to Ferrer's command center. On the other front, Lieutenant Pierce was able to sabotage and lock the Republic spaceport force field controls.
Pierce has proven himself up to every assignment.
The credit is yours for identifying his strengths. Still, the General's elite guard clogs the way to the command center. They are quite formidable.
There's nothing I can't handle.
I have great faith in that. There's no time to lose, my lord. Ferrer's command center awaits. Good luck.
It's time for you to join the rest of the War Trust, Ferrer.
Quite the contrary. After you took down my fellows, I knew my only chance was to delay you. And my gambit has paid off. I bought enough time for my technicians to solve how to stabilize Seantide cells of any kind. The future is upon us, Sith, and you have the privilege of bearing witness.
Enemy sighted. Weapon systems targeted and locked.
You're quite a showman, Ferrer.
This is nothing. Seantide technology increases the strength of whatever it powers tenfold. The Republic fleet and arsenal will make your weapons obsolete. The Empire will have no choice but to surrender, which you should do now.
It is you who should surrender, General.
And let the Empire gain this technology? Never. Droids, full assault!
Engaging all weapons.
You are beaten, General.
I can't believe it. All this work, all this death, for naught. I wish I could sit around and discuss where I went wrong. But a good leader always has an exit strategy.
Not so fast, General. I thought you might try to run.
I can always count on you, Quinn.
I surrender. I expect to be afforded the treatment promised to prisoners in the Treaty of Coruscant.
No harm will come to you, General.
Yes, well, I will gladly take the General into custody. Congratulations on the success of your mission. Taking down the War Trust is an incredible victory. It is clear you are the future of the Empire, and I hope you will count me among your closest allies.
I may call on you someday, Herden. Your unquestioned obedience will be expected.
Well, yes, of course. You can count on that. As a show of support, I place Lieutenant Pierce under your command. He will be invaluable in your domination of the galaxy.
Works for me. Done what I can here on Taris. Glad you're willing to let me go, Herden.
You're meant for greater things, Lieutenant. With me, you will fulfill your destiny.
You won't be disappointed.
Lieutenant Fallen, I will brief you on how things work here when we are back on the ship.
Can't wait.